Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together, we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining me for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. Happy Friday to you one more time. It is a nice evening for us. Definitely feels like late summer. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s right now, although some places have made it back into the 80s already. And we do have some very, very, very isolated showers to show you here. So if you're headed out to Brandon for the game, or maybe they're in Clinton, I'm not sure, but Brandon and Clinton playing this evening. We've got some light showers near the Brandon area, closer to Castlewoods, Flowwood area too. Very light sprinkles. These are going to continue to fizzle out rather as we head into the next few hours. We've also got a few showers in the Southern Delta. So in Rolling Fork, you may be getting sprinkled on. And as you go up along Highway 61, you might run into a few more little bits of rain, but that's pretty much it. Things are going to dry up or continue to dry up as we head into the rest of this evening. Nothing else headed this direction for the moment. We've got very much more of the same in your First Alert forecast as we head into this coming weekend and even as we get into next week. So as far as temperatures are concerned, yes, it was a hot day for us. 95 still in Lexington right now. It's 88 over in Carthage, 84 in Macomb, and 93 here in Jackson. It feels just a little bit warmer, but not excessively hot across the area. It actually feels cooler in Lexington. 94 is what it feels like, and it feels like 95 here in Jackson. Most of us feeling like the low to mid 90s, which is not unusual, with a little bit of mugginess in the air. But the good news is this is about as hot as it's going to feel. What we had today is what we have tomorrow and the next day and the next day in this First Alert forecast. And yes, it is getting tiring. And yes, it will continue to be tiring unless this is your favorite kind of weather, in which case I'm happy to tell you that we've got at least 7 more days of days like what we had today. So if you didn't have a chance to enjoy it this afternoon, you got the weekend. Temperatures for both Saturday and Sunday are going to top out in those low to mid 90s. It will feel maybe a touch warmer, but more like mid to upper 90s. If you do get close to the triple digit mark, it'll probably be more in the Southern Delta and as you get closer to the Mississippi River. But most of us going to feel very similar to how it felt today. Yes, it is hot. Don't get me wrong, but it could be muggier, so we'll take it. Good to go, though, if you're headed out to some Saturday football or if you're tailgating here at home or if you're getting out on the boat, all that good stuff. Now, looking ahead, I would love to show you that we have a weather maker in our future, but it just doesn't look like that's going to be the case. We continue to scan these long-range models for any chance of rain in this forecast. The closest that we even get is as we head into the end of next week. Looks like there's going to be a system that gets near the southeast, but it doesn't end up doing much is what it's looking like for the moment. So our long range models are still in agreement that in the grand scheme of things, we've got more hot and more dry weather. And yes, temperatures will stay in the low to mid 90s. So here's what your high temperatures look like as we head into the next 10 days. In the low to mid 90s. Yes, it's warmer than average for this time of year, but again, not unusual for us to see this kind of stretch of hot days in September. It's Mississippi after all, but an average high is around 89 degrees. We get a little closer as we head into the end of next week and then potentially the following week, but it just isn't looking promising that we're going to have cold weather. Simone Barry's asking when it's getting cold, but that's not going to happen until maybe December or January for cold weather. Now, for cooler weather, we will likely see some kind of a change by the time we get to the end of September and the beginning of October. It may not necessarily be long lasting, but it'll be something to look forward to for you. So out in the tropics, we've also got one little area of potential development that we're watching. It's got a 40% chance. Not very impressive at the moment. It is going to have to do some fighting to survive. If it can manage to turn into our next named system, it will still be a week or more before it could even potentially be close to us here in central Mississippi. But at the moment, our long range models that go out that far do seem to bring it closer to the East Coast, not through the Caribbean or into the Gulf. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be of a concern to us. We've also got Melissa Price on here. Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining us, or me rather, for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. I don't really have much else to tell you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I'll be on WLBT News at 10 o'clock tonight. And then we'll have a morning show for you tomorrow, or just enjoy your hot, dry weekend. And we will come back next week, hopefully with some changes in the forecast. If not, a little bit more summer weather for you. You guys have a good weekend.